Let's take a look at all things money matters now. The JSE All Share Index is trading higher towards the 73,700,000 level so far today, the highest since April 20th, mainly pushed up by tech stocks. Lesedi Mabuza is Sentio Capital Equity Analyst, and she joins us now for the latest market moves. So good afternoon to you, Lesedi. So maybe let's start with looking at the South African Revenue Services. It's expected to release data on the country's trade balance, and South Africa recorded a trade surplus of over 19 billion rand in September. What are you anticipating? Any more gains this time around?
So if we look at what happened with the gains that came through in September, a lot of the gains came through from increases in South Africa exporting your paper and pulp resources, your metals and mining resources, as well as vehicle equipment. So looking forward, and what's happened in October, as a country, we have experienced a lot of load shedding, and we've also are still experiencing problems with Transnet, which which negatively impacts your mining companies and their ability to increase volumes with regards to exporting those metals to the rest of the world, as we can't efficiently get them to the ports. So it is possible that you could see it being flat to slightly negative due to the things we've been going through in the past months from load shedding and issues with Transnet.
So the FNB BER Building Confidence Index sheds 1 point at least to register a level of 33 in the fourth quarter of 2022. Talk us through some of the sentiments there.
So what this index reveals is that it's the percentage of respondents that are satisfied with the prevailing business conditions in the country across 6 sectors. And those sectors are your sectors such as your architects, your quantity surveying, your building manufacturer and subcontractors, etc. And what's been happening in the construction industry from about COVID, you saw a sharp decline, and then you also saw a sharp recovery as well as trading continued and construction activity continued. And currently, a lot of the construction activity is has been driven by your private sector and by SANRAL. You have seen some infrastructure spend from government, but it's not coming through as strongly as the sector would have anticipated. So I think those are the main contributors to the decline in the sector, as your private sector can't really lift the entire sector. You do need your government infrastructure spend to come through for those sectors to regain confidence in the sector.
So AO Technology Solutions have published their financial results and also issued a cash dividend. How did they perform?
So AO Technologies is a technology investment company, and in their FY results, for FY22 results, you did see revenue increasing 3% to about 1.8 billion rand. And the main reasons for the improvement in revenue is due to improved trading in their managed services division and their unified communications division. The group did, although unfortunately, generates a loss before tax of 233 million, which is an increase from last year, which was 201 million. And the reason for the group generating a loss before tax is due to your lower gross profit margins, which did decline from 26% to 22% due to a disposal that they did last year. And you also saw impairments, which also has impacted that line there in the income statement. Overall, they generated headline loss per share of about 60 cents, which is an improvement from last year, which was 64 cents headline loss per share. So overall, it was an okay result. The share price is trading flat and hasn't moved much on the results.
What's happening with MTN in Ghana? Their operations may have to deactivate about a quarter of SIM cards on their network. Why and what kind of impact will this have on service offerings?
So what's happening in Ghana at the moment is that MTN has to comply with the directive from the NCA. Now, the NCA is the National Communications Authority, and they have decided to implement a new, registration to reduce fraud in the country. The process of this new process, what's happening, what they have to comply with is that all telecommunication companies have to have their subscribers registered in a two-stage step. Stage one is registering is linking your SIM card to your Ghanaian ID, and stage two would be then to link it to your biometrics. So what's been happening is not just MTN that's impacted, it also is the entire industry that operates in Ghana. So about 5.8 million, about 58 million subscribers will have to be deactivated from about 1 December, as they haven't fully completed the registration process, as they haven't done the stage two process, which is linking to your biometrics. So unfortunately, those will be deactivated, but MTN has provided ample support to customers to assist them with completing the whole registration. But unfortunately, those remaining subscribers are just those that haven't completed. So it's not just impacting MTN customers, it's the general sector there in Ghana.
Sure. Lesedi Mabuza, Sentio Capital Equity Analyst. Thank you.